What I have done in this video is the world's first OneUI 8 Android 16 rooted phone. Now, Samsung recently locked out the OEM unlocking and it should be impossible to do this. But in this video, I'll show you a way how you can root OneUI 7 and 8. Also how you can install TWRP recovery on the latest firmware, which should lock out or which should lock this out, but we have once again found a way how to do this. Without getting much further involved, let's get started with the video. So to get started with the process, you have to take your phone. I am running OneUI 7 here, Android 15. Let me show you. If I go to the settings, scroll all the way down, about phone. Here, software information. As you can see, I am running OneUI version 7 and Android 15 here. Also, my security is not the latest version. If I go down, I show you. I am on July 1st. Currently, the latest for this phone, as the time of recording of this video, is September the 1st. So that shows we are not on the latest version. Also, now we have to go to software information. Tap on build number 7 times to enable developer mode. I already have it, so it's not gonna happen. I'm going to go back here. I'm back again. Now I'm going to go on the developer options. Here now, they changed something with the phone. When you go to OneUI 8, you will not have OEM unlocking here, so bootloader is locked by default. This is the thing that is preventing most people from rooting their devices on OneUI 8. On OneUI 7, it's very simple to do it, but I will show you how to do it in OneUI 8 if you want the latest features. Also, USB debugging, you might want to enable it. Sorry, disable it. So that you can use ADB to transfer maybe an MTP file. If you don't like to use File Explorer, you can do it that way. So now, to get started with the process, you have to find out what CSC your phone has. CSC stands for Carrier Specific Code, and we need this to decide which firmware we're going to download. So back again, we're going to go into the settings. Up here. Now we go to About Phone. I'll show you which one is the CSC. Here now. As you can see, I have THL, so 3 THLs, and the SKZ. So the last one is the one that shipped with my device, SKZ, which stands for South Kazakhstan, but I have changed it to THL, which is for Thailand. The reason why I have done this is because Thailand enables call recording and also you to use Samsung Wallet, which is more useful. But you're going to check what is on your phone, and according on that you are going to download your firmware. Now let's switch over to the computer so I can show you what to download. So okay, now we're on the computer where we're going to type for samfw.com. This is the website that we use to download the firmware once it verifies it. Okay, now we're going to type in our device's model number. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing the Galaxy A35 and my model number is A356E. I'm going to type that in. What you can also do is you can press this button here, detect by connected device. You can put your USB communication ports here, mine is COM11, and it should automatically pick up the device here. I have not tested this out, but if you do not know your device and you only have one port attached, you can use this option. But if you want to be safe, you might just type in your device. If I type in A35 though, my phone, it will show me all of the variants I have here. So there's B, there's E, there's 0, there's U, there's 1, there's a lot of here. I have E, so I'm going to press on E. And now here, I'm going to choose my CSC or the CSC I want. So my phone's shipped with Kazakhstan, but you can use another one. If you're going to use another one, make sure to install that one first and then do this process. So you might as well pick the one that you already have, so you don't have to do the reflashing all over again. I'm going to go to Thailand, and here I'm going to grab two versions. I'm going to grab the latest one, the one here, and also the one below it. Now, there is a criteria here that you have to make sure you don't choose the wrong firmware. As you can see here, it says the version. Now, the fifth number from the right, so in this case it's number 5, it has to match on both of the firmware. So this is Android, as you can see, Android 16, this is Android 15. Here you have to make sure that they're the same number. Here there's 5, so it's 8IYC5, and here is 3FYB5. So if the 5s match, that means you are good to go. You're going to download both of these. So you will go to here first, and then you want to download either you can on Google Drive or on browser. I suggest you download on browser. You press this button, you wait a little bit, and it will start the download process for you. This will take a while depending on your internet speed. I am on incognito right now, so it will not work for me, but for you it will work. You'll download this first, and then you'll download the other one. And the other one is 115. Once you have both of them downloaded, you will see them in the file explorer. So if I show you here, I have extracted these already, so it will look something like this, but I have extracted them in Android 16 and Android 15. So this is the first one. Ignore this file for a moment, I'll talk about that later. And this is Android 16. So once you have these two files, what you want to do is you want to take the AP file. So this is the file that houses your main Android operating system. You're going to take this, you're going to copy it, you're going to go to your phone, you have to plug it into your computer via USB, you go to internal storage, and you're going to paste it here. Now, this will take a while to paste because these are large files. For my phone, it is around 10 gigabytes. Your file might be smaller or it might be larger depending on your phone. Some Samsung S series phones have larger file sizes. So if this is you, just relax, wait for it to be done. It says nearly 17 minutes, 70 minutes for it to finish. So I will cut the recording when this is done, so that you don't have to sit and watch all of this. Okay, so now that we have copied the files over to the phone, we're going to go to Magisk. If you do not have Magisk, you need to go to Chrome. So I'll type in here Chrome, and you want to download it here. I'm going to go yes, not without an account. Got it. Here I'm going to type in Magisk. Go to the first link. And we're going to go all the way down to releases. I'm going to download the latest one, which is at this time of the recording is Magisk V29. I'm going to download it. We're going to open this file. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to install it again. But here you want to go on settings. You're going to allow installing. Yes, you want to install this app. Here you're going to press yes. I already have it, so I'm not. Now you want to open the app already installed, which I do have right here. Sorry. Now you're going to go on uninstall. This phone is already rooted, but the same process would apply if it wasn't. I'm going to press install. Select and patch a file. Here we're going to go into both of the files that we downloaded. So here I'm going to go on A35. It's my root folder. Here I have two files. Now these two files are the one that I copied over from the PC. This file is for Android 15 and this is for 16. You can tell by the file sizes here that this is one larger, one is smaller. I'm gonna do this one first. I'm gonna copy it now. I'm gonna press yes, and we're gonna go. Let's do this. So this is for the Android 16. You're gonna do the same one again for Android 15. You're gonna have to repeat the same process twice. Normally this will not take very long, but I will cut from for where this is done. Okay, once you have finished the process, you'll have two of these files. Now make sure to note down while you are doing it which one is which. So remember which one you do first, and remember the ending at the end of the file. So you have here is ALO2U. So this is for one of them. I already have them done, so I just did one. But remember, if you are going to do this, make sure to note down which one is which. Now comes the part where we put our phone in download mode and where we flash it with the new firmware. So at this point, you want to check if your bootloader is already unlocked. If you have not done anything before related to routing, it will not be unlocked, but you can check here. Sorry, to developer options. Here, as you can see, it says bootloader already unlocked, so mine is unlocked, and now I am unlocking. If yours is not, you're going to turn this option on, and then now you're going to power off your phone, so shut down here. I'm gonna wait for this to be done. Now you're going to hold down with the cable plugged in. Do not remove the cable. Volume up and volume down. Hold them down together. Now this will show up. Now hold down volume up, and here you will see if your bootloader is locked, it will say unlock bootloader. You press yes, volume up, and your phone will factory reset. So you just set it up quickly without doing anything major, so that you don't have to spend a lot of time doing this. But my bootloader is already unlocked, so I'm gonna press no. It's already unlocked, and I'm gonna hold down the two buttons now, so you get into download mode. So you hold down volume up and volume down. You get back into this menu. Now here you're gonna press continue, and now you're gonna carry over to PC, and I'm gonna show you what you have to do. Okay, so now that we are our phone is in download mode, we're gonna go and download Odin. So I'm gonna type in here Odin. All of these will be linked in the description, by the way, so don't worry. I'm gonna go and download. I will have this linked, and it's gonna tell you if you want where you want to save it. I have it downloaded, so I'm not gonna do it again. Here it's extracted, Odin. I'm gonna open this now. Here, as you can see, the device is added under here, port COM12. You're gonna select all of these here. Here you're gonna put in, if I go to here, the bootloader file. So that's it right here. This is the original one that we downloaded from some firmware. Wait for it to add it. This might take a while, but on this PC it should go pretty quickly. Apparently not. This should usually not take this long to be done. Normally you load it up and okay, here we go. Now on AP you're going to choose your Magisk file. Then on CP you go here, and for CSC now you have two choices. If you use CSC regular, your phone is going to be wiped. If you use home CSC, your phone will not be wiped. So if you have any important information and your bootloader was already unlocked, you can choose this, and your phone will not be wiped. Here you're gonna press start. You're gonna wait for this to be done, and your phone is rooted successfully. So now my phone is already rooted with this, and I want to showcase how you do the OneUI 8, because that is what most people want to see. I'm not going to press start on here, but you just let this go through. It will do everything automatically. You don't have to do anything, and excuse me, and once it is done, it might ask you to factory reset the phone. You're gonna press yes, and you are rooted and all good to go. Now we're going to talk about what do you do when you want to go to OneUI 8, which is the new version. Okay, so now I'm going to be showcasing how you can do the OneUI 8. So when Samsung announced the OneUI 8 firmware, they said that they are going to be removing OEM unlocking. So pretty much you cannot root your phone under any circumstance. But for many things such as this, there is a workaround. This is a little bit more complicated and requires both of the firmwares that we downloaded earlier. I told you to download two of them because we need it for this. If you are just going to be doing the OneUI 7 and not on 8, you can just download the one for OneUI 7 and you don't need it. But if you do want to go to OneUI 8, which will give you the latest features and also the latest security, you're gonna have to do this. So you go to the Android 15 folder. Now you still need both of these patch files. Here what you're going to do is you're going to extract this folder using 7-zip. If you don't have 7-zip, I'll give you the link to install it in the description. You're gonna extract to this folder, ignore this, and now open this. The file that we need from here is sboot.bin. Now, this is valid for Exynos devices. If your device has a Qualcomm chip, you will have another name on it. Your name will be abl.elf.lz4. So this or the other one. I'll put them up on the screen so that you don't get confused. You want to copy this file, and you're going to put it in this base folder. Okay. Now you're going to open the Magisk patched file from here. you're going to take the actually no, you can use the VB meta from here. You just copy it here and you're going to use this, or what you can do is you can go to the new one, so on the Android 16, and you can take the VB meta from here. Which one you do, it's up to you, because theoretically they are the same file. As you can see, one is 10 kilobytes and also the other one will be 10 kilobytes. Yeah, if I go to properties, as you can see, 9.89. If I go here to the new one, it's also 9.89. They are the exact same file. Yeah, but if you want to be more correct and maybe have a better chance at working, you can use the new one. So once you have these files, you have to copy this sboot. You go into the new folder. You're gonna extract the new bootloader file. Sorry, go show more options, 7-zip, extract to the folder. You're gonna open the folder, and here you're going to paste it in. So you are replacing the file. So what you are doing is you are going to the new bootloader and getting rid of the file that Samsung changed, so that they locked out. You take the old one, put it on the new one, so that the phone does not know that the security thing is here. Also, you need the VB meta for this to work. As you can see, we should have you have vbmeta.img.lz4. You can put this folder, you can put this here. Now, when you put this here, you're going to have to delete this file, because when Odin flashes this, it will see that there's two VB metas and it will get confused. It might flash both of them, but that will give you more trouble. So delete the one that's already on there and use this one. This one is also patched by Magisk, and you flash it twice, so one here and one here. So this is guaranteed to work. Now, again, on Qualcomm devices, it will not be sbin. Do not go rushing to the comments why this file is not here. It's just named differently. It's abl.elf.lz4. Okay, the VB meta is exactly the same though. Now we're going to put the phone in download mode like we did before, but make sure on the firmware that you are on currently, you have unlocked the bootloader. So it would be amazing if you had OneUI 7 pre-installed on here and you just did this, that you don't have to deal with the OneUI 8 hurdles. But if you did not do that, you can do it now. It's also possible to do it directly from OneUI 8, but that is more difficult, and I would suggest you go to OneUI 7 first. So now I'm going to cut the screen recording and show you on the actual device. Okay, so I'm gonna put the phone in download mode now. I'm gonna open up Odin. Here you're gonna reset all of this. If you are following the procedure, you're gonna have to reset this, but go to add the files. So bootloader, AP, CP, CSE is pretty much the same process. And you're gonna add the files here manually like we did before, but here you go to the folders first. You find all of the files, you right click, show more options, and then you go to 7-zip and then add to archive. Now here you're gonna press .tar, make sure it's on the tar archive, and press OK. This will give you, as you can see, it gave you the new file here. And instead of the BL, this, you're gonna use this one now. So that makes sure that all of your firmware is legit, you can say, and you shouldn't have any issues. So we're gonna go on the bootloader. Now, as you can see, I'm on the 15 directly, so it doesn't show up. I have to go to the 16. I'm gonna go on BL. The phone is now in download mode. As you can see, it showed up here. On AP, we can go on the Magisk patched. CP is going to be this file, and because I already have an Android build installed, I'm going to go with home CSC. Make sure you have the same country specific, carrier specific code here, so that you don't have any issues. And now we're going to click on start, and we're going to hope that this will not fail, because there is a very good chance that this will give us an error. I'll show you the error that it might pop up. If it does do that, don't worry, there is a way still around it. But if OneUI 8 is still not working, then for rooting, then you have two options. You can either install it without rooting, or you can downgrade to OneUI 7 and everything will be working perfectly. Now I will let this go, and if there is any errors, I will show you. Okay, so the installation went without any problems. We did not get any errors on Odin. As you can see here, we have a pass on and the files are exactly the same as before. And we are currently booting right now. I don't know if it will ask me to do a factory reset. I do not think so, because, you know, everything is already on here. It shouldn't ask for it. But I'm going to do this live right now to see if anything happens. But as you can see, we are booting up the phone. This is the phone, exactly the same phone we were using earlier, the Galaxy A35. And let's hope. So you have to use the new VB meta, the one that's patched by you patch it by Magisk, and also you have to use the old sboot file from the OneUI 7 firmware on the new one. As you can see, it is booting up normally. It says optimizing apps. This would show up if you just restarted the phone. But we will see if the new firmware has installed or it just kicked back to the older one. But I think it did work. It should work. Also, this is the first time I am testing this out. I only thought of this, you know, this might work. But I have not actually tried this yet. So we will see it live, you and me. Now, okay, we're going to turn on. I think it has worked, because this I did not have this lock. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, we are successfully on OneUI 8. Let me enter my pin here for a moment. We are now on OneUI 8, and we also should be rooted. I was rooted beforehand with Magisk. Now we will check. I'll also show you how to install TWRP recovery, because this specific phone does have a version out. There is one for this phone. Not all phones have this, but I will show you how you can get it working. And Magisk, yes, we are rooted. So this is the latest Samsung firmware, the one which is supposedly non-rootable. We just rooted it using the old firmware, and it is working perfectly. Yeah, as you can see, if I go to software information here, we have OneUI 8 Android 16, and we have cracked the security on this. So Samsung tried to be all smart and try to patch the phone, but as you can see, with hardware unleashed, you can crack your phone. Also, I'll show you how you can install TWRP now. This is a very straightforward process. Let's go back to the computer and I will guide you through it. Okay, so now we are back again on the computer. This is a bonus part of the video if you made it all around, all to the end. How you can get TWRP on your device. So you're gonna go to the official I have to change the alphabet here. You go to the TWRP website. Okay, so Team Win Recovery Project. Now you're going to go to devices, close out of this. You're going to type in the model number of your device. So for me, it is A35. Now, if your device is not on this list, there might be a community-made version. For example, I can go here and I have a phone for TWRP. This is the Galaxy A04s, and officially it does not exist. But community-made versions do exist. I have tested this on my phone, and you just download this file. So here we would download this, the .tar file. You go to the desktop, the downloads. We would put it here. I already have this. I'm not going to download it, but you can download this here also, and I also have this file as well. So the procedure is the same if you're doing that or this. And now you're going to go back into Odin. As you can see, the phone shows up in COM port 4. You're going to go into download mode again. So pretty much to do any of the flashing, you have to go into the download mode. Also, the bootloader is not the same on a stock phone and the one we have right now, because we have modified it a little bit. Now you're going to go into download mode, put the phone in there. You're going to uncheck auto reboot, because we want to boot into the recovery, not into the system. I'll show you how you can do that. Here we're going to go into downloads and also the file. If you're using the official image, you use this. If you're using an unofficial image, you can use this or whatever the person who made it named it. So you open the file and now you just start. This is very short process because the file is around 10 megabytes. It's not very large. So now that you have this, I'm gonna cut now to the phone. I'm gonna show you what you need to press to boot it into this. Okay, so this is the phone now. You do not want to unplug the cable. As you can see, it is still on the download menu, so beforehand it would automatically boot. Now you have to do it yourself. So here we have the buttons. You're gonna hold these down until the screen goes blank, volume down and power. Then when it goes black, switch to volume up and power. I'll show you. Switch to volume up and power. I don't know if I caught that or not, but we shall see. If I did this correctly, it should boot up in TWRP recovery. If this has gone right, of course. I might have to try again though, because I think I just missed it. Okay, as you can see, it's the first time I missed it. So this can happen if you do not press them at the same time, or if you caught them late like I did. But if you do this, if this has worked, you can boot through it from Magisk. I'll show you how you do that, because Magisk has an option where you can boot to the different menus from the app. If, of course, the installation is successful, you will go to the TWRP menu. If it's not, you will go to the regular Samsung recovery menu. So you open up Magisk. You have the option at the top, you'll see it. Once it boots up, of course, we just rebooted. So here. Why isn't it? Here, we're going to go to reboot to recovery. And on different phones it might show like factory resetting the device. Don't worry, it's not gonna reset anything, it's just using that to get into the menu. So now you don't have to do anything, you just sit and watch the phone. You have to press this though, that is still required, the power button. And now, as you can see, the installation was not successful because we have boot in this menu, not the one we wanted. So we're gonna choose a second option. We're gonna try again, reboot to the bootloader. As you can see, that will boot us in the download mode. As you can see, we are here now, and there is a need. That's the reason. So we can try flashing the file again with the same option of disabling auto reboot. So start. It's going to flash, as you can see. And it does say pass on the screen, so we're gonna try again the same combination. Volume down to get out of the menu and volume up to get into the menu. So let's see now. Okay, I think this is going to work. The phone now do not release the volume up for any reason. As you can see, we are booted into TeamWin Recovery project. So we have the rooted firmware. Also this, if we ever have a boot loop, this will help us fix it. So now what you would do is you would wipe. This is to unlock the data part on your phone. As you can see, it will remove the encryption on the internal storage. So you type in yes here and you would unlock the phone so that you can access the storage. If I show you here, it will come up as 0 megabytes for the internal storage, which is obviously not 0 megabytes, as you know. So here, micro SD card does show up fine, but the internal storage does not. Now, if you do not want to lose any of your data while doing this, you can make a backup. As you can see, you will back up everything here. Don't forget anything. The most important one is the main system file. These other ones are not as important. No, does not. Okay, super. That's the most important one. So you would back all of this up. You would swipe. And then you would wipe the phone. You would restore the backup and all of your data is there. The reason why would we install TWRP if we already had the root is because if we ever get a boot loop, for example, we install a Magisk module, it does not work out as we expected, we just hold these buttons down again, volume down and power, and to force start on the device, and we go to volume up and power. And this way you can install the boot.img, the stock one, or the one or with Magisk, and it will fix any issue that you might have, and you can reboot the system no problem without losing any data. So I hope this process helped you out a lot doing this. This is something, a new breakthrough that just happened. I don't know why Samsung decided to lock out the OEM, but you know, it's their devices, they know better. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. This was quite a long video, but I hope you learned something new from this. Stay tuned for the channel because we are going to do more Android tutorials. Take care and bye now.